This past year, the life sciences have really emerged as a light in the darkness of the COVID-19 pandemic. Its value to society recognized to a degree rarely seen before, certainly not during my lifetime, or at least working in this industry. We have many reasons to be proud of, and you've heard it, and it's really hard to speak after all these people. I think unprecedented collaboration, transparency, but also taking accountability for health across all different sectors and stakeholders. We've heard about the breathtaking speed of discovery, regulatory approval, also manufacturing and getting vaccines and other highly effective medicines to patients in a time we've never seen before. And hopefully, I think this all will serve as a foundation to a more sustained partnership to tackle some of the other health crises that we've heard about. Our successes over these 18 months should embolden us to really focus much more closely on access, innovation, and collaboration to unleash health for all, especially as we enter, on top of everything that's happening, really into a new era of science. A lot of people talk about the biorevolution in this context. Health for all definitely means patients around the world that get access to medicines at a price that they can afford, and making use of partnerships to ensure our efforts are sustainable over the long term. We also need to focus on what is socially responsible outside of Europe and ensure sustainable action there. We pledged this past year to give an additional 100 million women access to contraception in the world. We've invested 400 million this year into new plants that are dedicated to just produce long-acting contraceptives for women in low and middle-income countries. We had Bill Gates this week in Berlin. I'm sure many of you have met him this week. Together with him and Melinda Gates, we're working very closely on family planning initiatives as an example for that. Innovation, and we tend to forget that, especially in the rich countries, is also sustainability at a totally different level, because those that take the leap to drive innovation in a really meaningful way and invest and take the risk to invest in R&D will also attain sustainability by creating job security and creating prosperity for those that take the investment. I think this is really important also for these latitudes here. And for us, therefore, we're really taking that leap, us as a company, Bayer, in cell and gene therapy, which to me is one of these examples where really we're going to make a difference, hopefully, moving forward. There's some, ultimately, the mRNA vaccines are an example for that cell and gene therapy. I always like to say, if we had surveyed 2 years ago in the public, would you be willing to take gene or cell therapy and inject it into your body, we would have probably had a 95% refusal rate. I think this pandemic has also opened many people's eyes to innovation in the way that was maybe not possible before.